I think the main thing I'm curious to see with this Sinners movie is to see if like Michael B. Jordan is as good as people say he is in it. That's my main thing.
I mean,
Because I mean I've seen what kind of actor he
you're playing
is.
two versions of yourself.
I have a theory. I have a theory about this movie, but I'm not going to say it until I actually see the movie because I don't want it to skew my thinking. Like I don't want it to skew how I feel about the movie or think about it. I do think it, but I don't know.
What's your theory?
I want to react to it.
I feel like in a perfect world, Jonathan Majors takes Michael B. Jordan's roles, and it's a better movie.
And that hold on. I thought your theory was like what the movie was about. So
No.
That's
My feeling going into the movie, like I'm gonna go into this movie thinking that they could have got a better actor for it.
Oh, I see. So you think Jonathan Majors is a better actor than
way better. He mops the floor with Michael B. Jordan. It's not even close. Like I might as well be there. It might as well be me. Across from Jonathan.
Well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Are you talking about comparing Jonathan to Michael? Like that big of a difference? Is that what you're saying?
I'm comparing the gap in acting ability between Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan is the same distance between me and Jonathan Majors. Like me and Michael B. Jordan are closer to being the same level of actors than Michael B. Jordan is to being Jonathan Majors. He's not even close. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close.
Okay, yeah, it's not even close, but you know.
Not even close. No, not even close.
A ton of credit.
It's not even close. They're not even in the same stratosphere. Not even in the same stratosphere. It's embarrassing how much better of an actor.
In the same stratosphere, but I'm saying you're giving yourself a lot of credit here.
No, it's not me. It's me giving Jonathan Majors way more credit than Michael B. Jordan gets. Like that's how much of a gap there is. Like I went and saw Creed 3 and like after that movie the main thing that I thought about after seeing that movie was why didn't Michael B. Jordan give Jonathan Major all these scenes? Like why did he put him in this movie so much right next to him?
Man, black people trying to, you know.
It made him look bad. I never viewed Michael B. Jordan as like some great actor. I just thought he was just like a average actor at best. But then he did all them scenes with Jonathan Majors, and I'm just like, why the fuck did you do this to yourself? You can't do this.
I'm trying to figure out like what performance of his makes you feel like he's not a good actor though.
It's not that he's not a good actor. It's just that
because he's seen him next to Jonathan.
No, it's with that. There's never been a movie where he's been the best actor in a movie. He's never been the best actor in any movie he's ever been in, or any movie I've seen him in. He's never been the best actor.
I'll be curious to see how you feel after you see Sinners.
I'm willing to bet that this will be his best acting performance. Like I'm willing to bet that. But I don't know, man. I just feel like in a perfect world, Ryan Coogler, you know, he would make movies with Chadwick Boseman and Jonathan Majors, but he's stuck with Michael B. Jordan. Like stuck. He's stuck with him. He doesn't have a choice. Like they've made too many movies to now people are like, oh, this is a modern day.
They have a chemistry.
Yeah,
like
but him and Chadwick had a chemistry too, and they would have built that chemistry also.
Yeah, but he's never made a movie without Michael, so that's a different type of chemistry.
Yeah, but do you want to have chemistry or a better actor? I want the better actor.
How did you feel about Fruitvale Station?
I only watched it one time. I thought the script and the actual story carried that movie. But like it's hard for me to really.
Did it hit you in the feels or no?
Yeah, because it was based off a real story, and I knew the story.
So Michael B. Jordan led film hit you in the feels.
No, the Oscar Grant story hit me in the feels.
I mean, but watching it on screen is different than reading about it.
Yeah, I'm not like I said. I'm not saying Michael B.
I'm just saying it sounds like Michael B. Jordan make you jerk a few tears.
No, it's the actual story. No, they could have put Don Cheadle in that role, and I would have felt the same way. It's not about. It wasn't about Michael B. Jordan.
It's funny.
Like I said, that like if you look at Fruitvale Station, I feel like that movie is more so about the actual story.
We gotta get Buddy back, man. We over here talking.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Don Cheadle like that though, man. He a good actor. Come on. Now.
That's what I'm saying. I just named any black actor. That was the first name that came to mind.
Y'all trying to ride over? Y'all trying to ride all together?
I feel like I hit my trigger pull.
Basically, I got out of that. You think Michael B. Jordan's a bad actor? That's what I got out of that.
That's what I'm getting out of this.
I'm not saying I didn't say he was a bad actor. I'm just saying there are better options out there.
You said he was comparable.
You said the difference between him to
That's a testament to how great I think Jonathan Majors is. I think Jonathan Majors right now.
But it's also a testament to how terrible you think Michael B. is. If you think you and him are the same.
Yeah, like Michael B. Jordan is a G leaguer. Jonathan Majors is Michael Jordan. When it comes to acting, Michael B. Jordan is not LaMelo Ball. He's like the middle ball brother, and Jonathan Majors is Michael Jordan.
You were 1 of 25 remaining.
They're not close.
I'm surprised you didn't compare him to LeBron, your GOAT.
They're not the same.
You're right, because Michael's better than LeBron.
That's not what I was talking about. I'm talking about Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan. Like
I knew Jonathan was a real deal when I watched Lovecraft Country. That's what made me go back and watch his catalog. I went back and watched Last Black Man.
Yeah, I watched that. I was like, now imagine Michael B. Jordan trying to do that. Imagine how stupid that movie would be with him trying to do that.
But Jonathan has a different range of emotion. It's not only just like
no.
But like even like his facial and his mannerisms.
It's not a different range of emotions. It's just being able to show emotion. Like he's able to do that.
All right.
He has the ability to show emotion.
All right.
Whereas with Michael B. Jordan, he has to tell you how he feels. Whereas with Jonathan Majors, he can show you how he feels. He has to tell you. No. Here's my thing.
Hold on.
Here's a perfect example. Like if you go back and you watch Creed 3, when they first meet back up and they're sitting up at that diner. Michael B. Jordan, he cannot emote to you how he feels about the other guys, about Jonathan Majors' character. He has to keep telling him how I feel, how, I miss you or whatever. With Jonathan Majors, he doesn't say a lot of stuff. You can see it in his face and in his emotions.
At that point, though, he was successful. Like, he really, honestly, probably really didn't have the emotions to that dude. Dude just got out of jail.
He would have been the more stoic guy at that point. You know what I mean?
Switch the roles. Make Michael B. Jordan Jonathan Majors' character and make Jonathan Majors Creed. No, he's not a good actor. Okay, now I'm just gonna say he's not a good actor. I said it. He's not a good actor. There, I said it. I said it. He's not a good actor. Whatever. I said it. He's not a good actor.
Yeah.
You know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is?
Is he not a good actor, or has he not had a role that's challenged him to put on that kind of performance?
Why would someone challenge him to be a good actor?
Huh?
Why would Michael B. Jordan take on a challenging role? He can't do it.
The man
blew
up off of Rocky. That's not like that's not a thespian's challenge there.
All I'm saying is if Sylvester Stallone is out acting you, like, what are we doing?
All right.
What are we doing here? Like, what are we doing?
That's enough. That's enough.
Am I lying? Am I lying? You know what Michael B. Jordan has? You know what he has? Yeah. Do you know what he has? I'm gonna go ahead.
Stallone out-acted him
in Creed 1. Yes, by far. It wasn't even close. It's not an argument. I think Sylvester Stallone got an Oscar nomination for that movie.
So are you comparing to somebody who's been acting since like the 70s to somebody who just started acting
No, Michael B. Jordan's been acting since he was a
the
kid.
last 20 years?
He's been acting since he was a kid.
I'm not counting The Wire. I'm not counting The
He was
Wire.
in soap operas after that. So all his other bad acting gigs don't count.
But who has a longer history though?
Yeah, but Sylvester Stallone is a one-note actor. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he did a lot of.
What?
He's a one-note actor. It's not like he does a lot of rangy.
Like he's monotone and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like he plays the same guy. Rambo, Rocky, action figure. Like he plays the same guy. It's not like he's playing these.
That's what I'm saying about Michael B. Jordan, though.
I'm not comparing him to Jordan. And then even with Jonathan Majors, that's his peer. They're peers. And if you want to keep it a buck, he's been acting longer than whoever's green. Someone dropped on top of you. He's been acting longer than Jonathan Majors.
Oh, you lucky, bro! Almost got you that pistol. Say what now?
He's been acting longer than Jonathan Majors.
Yeah,
like way longer.
So to say that he out acted somebody who he has more experience, then it's not really.
I'm talking about Michael B. Jordan has been acting way longer than Jonathan Majors, and Jonathan Majors laps him in the acting department.
Well, Jonathan Majors just has a natural talent, but I'm talking about between Michael.
You don't get cast as a child actor without some kind of natural talent.
I got that dog, that behind me. That behind me right here.
Yeah.
As a child actor?
Yeah, you have to have some kind of natural ability to be a child actor. So
Yeah,
I'm not saying
you know what I mean?
I'm not saying you got to have a lot, but you got to have something to be cast as a child actor. You got to have something, especially a child actor who doesn't know anybody. You got to have something.
I feel like as a child actor, you just got to have the look that they're looking for.
You think he had the look? You think Michael B. Jordan has some kind of special look to him when he was 12 years old?
For the Wire, yeah, I think he.
For The Wire, yeah.
He had what they were looking for.
He didn't have a special look. He looked like a young black kid with. That's not a special look. Hold up. All the kids on The Wire were young black kids. Like, what are we talking about? Special look. What special look did Michael B. Jordan have as a 12-year-old on The Wire?
A young urban kid, and he screamed Baltimore back there, man, with the cornrows and everything.
He looked like he
could pull that off.
No, Jonathan Majors could have easily pulled that off. What you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know if he could have pulled that off, man.
Michael B. Jordan suffers from pretty privilege.
Success means redeployment.
He suffers from pretty privilege. He has pretty privilege or handsome privilege, whatever you want to call it.
Privilege?
He's Gal Gadot.
So are you saying that he's more attractive than Jonathan?
Yeah.
You sound like Cat Williams right
I'm
now.
saying here, listen. I'm telling you.
Started laughing. I was like, pay for the clip that shit.
No, you can. I stand by it. I stand by it. If Michael B. Jordan, because if you go by what women deem attractive, if Michael B. Jordan was if he was a little less attractive, he's not getting the amount of praise and a lot of leeway that he gets. The same way with Gal Gadot. The same way with other, like Pam Anderson and all those other.
More women are going to find Michael B. Jordan attractive than Jonathan Majors.
And he'll get more opportunities to be like a sex symbol or whatever. The romantic lead. Like he'll get more opportunities to do that. Whereas Jonathan Majors has to go out there and actually act and not just be handsome. Oh,
I'm just saying,
look at me. I'm Michael B. I'm Michael.
Had a role that
I'm Michael B. Jordan.
Requires him to display acting skills.
What acting skills does he have to display? If he had it, he would have did it.
Yeah, but what role would have called for it though? And actually, you know what? I would say Black Panther. He did a pretty damn good job.
Watch it again.
Yeah.
Watch it again. Watch it again. And if you watch that movie, I'm telling you, my thing is, I'm not okay. I did say he was a bad actor, but he looks way worse when he looks way worse when he's in movies with actual great actors in it. Like, how many actors in that movie are better than him? Forrest Whitaker, Chadwick Boseman, Viola Davis, his sister, the guy that played
legends, though, man.
What about what about
His sister. He
the
got a
actress
sister?
the actress that played Shuri, Andy
Is a better actor
Serkis
than Michael B?
in that movie? Yeah,
Your squad is getting you out of here.
Andy
Stand
Serkis.
by.
Like, no, listen, listen, Payne, do me a favor.
We dropping on blue?
Do me a
Guess
favor.
so, because I'm buying them,
What's
right?
up?
Go through the cast of Black Panther
Uh-huh.
and tell me how many actors Michael B. Jordan is better than in that movie. Not historically, but in that movie.
Just in that movie?
In that movie. How many
Now, I will say Michael B. to me, Killmonger was probably one of the better performers, I think, in that movie.
and
The
now
most
imagine
memorable too.
if they had a better actor doing that.
Yeah, but
Imagine them having a better actor. That's all I'm
He did
saying.
what he needed to do for the role.
Did he, or could he have done more? Because there's certain no.
People left that movie rooting for Killmonger.
I
because of
understand
his performance.
because of the writing of the movie.
Evade and survive.
Because of the writing, you put a better character, you put a better actor in that movie. That role has a better impact.
Reduce the time of the contract.
You can say that about anything and anybody.
No, you can't. Could you say that about Malcolm X? Can you say that about Training Day? Can you say that about Ray? Can you say that? Can you say that about Iron Man?
He had a better third play than Chris Bosh. They still could have won championships, which would be true. Anybody could be upgraded.
Do you think they could have? Do you think? Have you ever watched the Denzel Washington movie and thought, man, they could have got a better guy than this?
No, Denzel's my guy.
Okay. Have you ever watched the Jonathan? Have you ever watched a Viola Davis movie and been like, they could have got a better actress than this one?
Don't get me started on Viola Davis.
Have you ever watched the Jonathan Majors movie? Like, have you ever seen Jonathan Majors in a role?
Look at Viola Davis.
Have you ever seen Jonathan Majors in a role and thought they could have got someone better for this?
Her and Jonathan, they came out the same plantation.
What about Jamie Foxx? Have you ever watched the Jamie Foxx movie and been like, you know what? They could have got someone better than this.
I don't know.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. No, like, okay, so for Rocky as an example, like, yeah, there's other people you could have put in that role, but I don't think you get like a great acting performance by putting someone in that role. Like,
for Rocky,
wasn't a great movie. Yeah, it wasn't
Rocky 1.
It's not a great role to.
Are you talking about the original Rocky?
Creed.
You talking about Creed or Rocky?
Yeah, for Michael B. Jordan. If you were to watch that movie and say you could put someone in his place.
The enemy lost track.
We got wait on blue.
Way
Man.
back.
We got wait on blue.
Down there.
Hey man, hey, keep up, bro.
If you wanted to swap Michael B. Jordan out
He brought us. Hey, the man brought us back, man. He can't
Okay.
keep up. Okay.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
Don't worry, I'm just fucking listening to y'all's bullshit. That's what I'm doing.
Man, shut the fuck up, nigga. God damn, bro.
What the fuck y'all get
Fucking keep up, man. Fucking move it along or shut up, bro.
Oh, he doesn't like us having conversation.
You better not die, motherfucker.
Whatever, bro.
You've got a loadout drop.
But I'm saying you put a better. Are you saying that if they put a better actor than Michael B. Jordan in Creed, that it's not as good? Because I don't agree with that.
You can put a better actor in that role, and you're not going to get a great acting performance. It's not a great role to display someone's acting skills.
Oh, it's not a good measure, is what you're saying.
Right.
The answer, yeah.
It's not a role to display acting skills.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, I mean, when you compare it to what Michael B. Jordan did, yeah, of course, I think that too. But I'm telling you,
there's nothing, there's no great performance to have been had there.
Because he didn't have one. If someone would have given a great performance, he would have thought differently. If Chadwick Boseman plays Creed, we're having a different conversation. We're not saying, hey, they didn't we didn't give Chadwick enough to work with. He gives you something. He's going to pull something out of that performance.
I don't know, man. I think if Chadwick Boseman played the character for Creed, I don't think it's.
He's over here. There's another one way back there.
Trying to pull up on.
I'm trying to circle around.
Yeah, one cut that way.
One's doubling back.
Oh, there's a third party. God.
Third party?
Yeah.
I ain't got no place. I got it.
Redeploy.
Back in this bitch.
Be advised, you still have squad mates outside the safe zone.
We shooting at you.
Oh, someone got me from
Window.
yeah.
Your squad mates in the gulag. If they survive, they redeploy.
Right, I need some place.
Moving here.
What about me? I'm just listening to y'all's bullshit.
Oh, he quit.
Oh wait, after
I
I
didn't
said
know.
that,
I didn't know conversation made people that mad. Like, geez.
I'm saying it's not like he was trying to get in. He wasn't trying to get in on
Somebody
it.
else probably would have chimed in, you know, just
Yeah.
yeah, 2 cents or whatnot.
Jeez.
Like he was genuinely pissed off that we're talking. Jesus Christ!
Oh my gosh.
Hey man, we could get some weird lobbies lately, man.
Yeah, people they just not into it, man. They're just not into it. Is there a buy station nearby?
he probably tells somebody right damn now. See, that's why I don't like him.
That's why I don't play with them niggas,
Right,
man.
yeah.
All they do is flap their gums, man.
I got one over here and one out here in the middle of the field, man. Oh no! This one back here. Hold on. Yo, come. Hold on. Watch out, see.
Moving here.
There.
Switching mag.
They're not on the second floor.
I think the real challenge would be to plug Michael B. Jordan into a role where you thought there was a great acting performance and see if he could hack it.
In the area.
But not to.
I feel like I know the
can't think of
answer.
a
Judge it
role
off
that
of
Michael.
Creed.
You can't think of any Michael B. Jordan role that's been like, you know, that required a great acting performance.
I mean, that kind of says something. He's kind of like, all right, well, I'm not capable of doing these things. Like, that's why there's a reason why he doesn't do those things. Like, I feel
No.
like if you
For
look at,
instance, okay, so
like, if you look at, like,
Washington, understood to be an outstanding actor, but if you go and look at what was his last action series?
The Equalizer.
What was Equalizer? That's not a great acting performance. I'm sorry. Just because Denzel played in it didn't make it a great acting performance. It wasn't a great role.
Equalizer didn't require a lot of great acting.
I'm not saying it required. I'm not saying he's got to, act like he's doing glory in the Equalizer. I'm just saying the fact that Michael B. Jordan gives you like next to nothing in everything.
Actually, I'm about to get out of here. I don't like this area, man. This is.
And then when it comes to like Denzel Washington, he's got it in there. Like he's gonna give you the best that he's got in every role, even if it doesn't require all that stuff. Like with Equalizer, you could have easily put in any old muscle bound nigga in that role, and it probably would have been fine. You put Denzel Washington in it. He get like there's gonna be little moments of like depth in that character because that's what he brings to everything that he does. Whereas with Michael B. Jordan, he's going to be like, all right, what does this say on the page? All right, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to say that. And then I'm going to go home and cash these checks.
So you think somebody else plays Killmonger and it would have been just fine?
Yes. Easily.
Oh, better?
Easily.
Who plays that role better? Who plays that role better? Because I think if you met the assignment, man, sometimes you can't see nobody else in that role.
Yeah, I get that.
Else in that role.
But that's the same with like any role like that. Like I can't see anybody. Well, a lot. No. It doesn't. It's not about being a great performance. It's kind of like Pierce Bronson for me. I never could have pictured anybody else being James Bond because that was my James Bond. It wasn't about him being the better actor because he's not the best actor when it comes.
My James Bond.
Well, I'm saying when I first got into James Bond, it was
not my James Bond.
It was no. You guys are gonna agree with me because y'all play Goldeneye, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we all got introduced to the same James Bond at the same time.
So you saying because that's how you grew up, that's all you can picture as your
well,
I'm saying
I wouldn't watch the Daniel Craig ones because I was like, this ain't James Bond. From Pierce Bronson.
I'm saying that at the time Pierce Bronson was my James Bond, and if you were to ask my parents, they'd say Sean Connery was James Bond. They couldn't picture anybody else doing it because that's all they've seen do it. But like if 5 years from now we saw a different actor take on the role of Killmonger and kill it, we'd be like, oh, okay, I guess like we can see someone else do it. Just like we saw someone else do a better job at being James Bond and Batman and Superman and all these other characters. You get to see other people do it, and it's
you never saw the Daniel Craig joint?
we got people down here.
I for a long time I didn't, but I did eventually watch them. I think there's only one I haven't seen, and he fucking killed it.
Hey.
No, yeah, Daniel Craig, he killed it, man. I was resistant to it for a while, but
There was a lot of people who felt that same way about like Robert Pattinson playing Batman. They're just like, I just can't picture him doing that. I can't picture anybody else doing it. But then he went up there and he did his job.
I still ain't watched his Batman.
It's really good.
As far as the Robert Pattinson thing goes, I think he did a good job, to be honest with you.
I did too. I just don't want to close myself off to the idea that no one else can do a particular role. Because that's how you get. That's how you.
He's close. He's close.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's creeping. He's like walking slow. I will say I do feel like the Batman though. I think the writer carried it though.
Yeah, he
did his thing with the Penguin.
Like the writing and directing was really good in the Batman movie.
I'm just saying. I think. Oh, fuck, are y'all hearing this shit?
Yeah.
Switching max. Contact.
God. Yeah, someone went out in the woods, circled around.
You've got gas moving in.
They're gonna be in front of you, waiting on you to jump. Never mind.
Yeah. I didn't finish.
I just feel like Michael B. Jordan's I think he's a better actor than you're giving him credit for.
Prove it to me.
Well, I can't because he ain't got no. To this point, he ain't played no roles that
And like I said,
absolutely required it.
And if I got there's a part of me that's I'm gonna walk out of Sinners. I'm like, wow, Michael B. Jordan killed that. Like I feel like I'm going to do that, and I'm gonna if I do that, I'm not gonna.
Hello.
Yeah, I didn't know if y'all can hear me, so I have to stop talking. Here's the thing about me.
I'm gonna walk out of Sinners and then it cut off.
Here's the thing about me. I might be a hater, but I'm not a liar. If I go and see Sinners and Michael B. Jordan kills it, I'm gonna come out there and say it. I'm like, yeah, he did a great job. It was one of his better acting. It was one of his better acting roles.
Say it again.
No, I said
Bro, they gotta get rid of this pregame chat.
I wish we could talk openly about Sinners, but
yeah, I'm not gonna react too much to that, but because I know he hasn't seen it yet. But
right,
there's no way I envision you walking out of Sinners disappointed in his performance. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. Like I think I'm gonna walk out of the movie being impressed with what he did. I just haven't been impressed with what he's done. Like I'm not saying I've seen every movie that he's ever done, but the movies that I have seen, I'm just like, yeah, he.
All right, well, let me say this because I don't think it's going to dissuade you from seeing the movie, and it's not going to tell you anything about the movie. But I personally don't think Sinners is going to change your mind, though.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
So you think he didn't bring any depth or anything to the character?
Let me think
I don't think the role
statement.
required it. Is what I'm gonna say.
He played two different people.
Yeah, but you'd have to watch it to see what he means.
All right, see now, see. All right. See, I feel like y'all agree with me. I feel like y'all are closer to my side.
I'm not gonna say Michael B. Jordan's not a good actor.
I thought his performance was great.
Yeah,
So I don't really agree with you, but what he's saying is the role that he played in the movies doesn't require the same level
compared to what other role that he did that did require
Like, see,
that.
because like when you're talking about what's his name?
So what we doing?
Jonathan
Y'all mark
Majors.
him? Hold on, what y'all mark?
The
I don't know,
bounty.
I dropped down on the first thing.
Oh damn, that was a top drop.
Yeah, it was like right at the beginning. The bounty's really close.
And I guess I haven't seen a lot of Jonathan Majors stuff, but what stood out to me for him was when he did Kang, and I guess was it Loki? And, you know, he had a lot of monologue type shit going on, and he was really playing a character. It seemed like. I don't think Michael B. Jordan's ever got that.
You ever, hold on, do you like scary shit at all, Eric? Like horror or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Did you ever watch Lovecraft? You ever watch Lovecraft?
I couldn't hear you. I was getting shot. See what?
Lovecraft Country. Did you ever watch that on HBO? It's like supernatural black horror.
I still couldn't hear you. There's too much fucking game audio going on.
I would think.
God damn it!
Yo, what? Okay, I'm not going over there.
I shouldn't have pushed that. There was two people over there.
What's the name of it, Dave?
Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft Country. No, I've never.
It's like a supernatural black horror that takes place in like the 50s or something. It had just like it's a unique. It deals with like racism and monsters and shit. And,
what was it on?
Scary lore. Huh?
What did it stream on?
Oh, HBO.
HBO. Lovecraft. What now? Country. No, I'll have to check that out if it's still on there.
Seth Rogen's coming at me.
No, yeah, it's definitely on there. As a matter of fact, I think they canceled it because that's when not because it wasn't great, because you got good reviews, because I think he took a commitment.
There's no way.
And he got canceled that, so we got fucked both ways.
Oh, it was a show.
Yeah, it's a TV series.
Oh, okay.
You think Michael B. Jordan could have did that?
Hey man, all right.
I'm asking. I'm being honest. I'm asking a question. Do you think Michael B. Jordan could have did just as good of a job? Here, let me ask you this. HBO calls Michael B. Jordan, and he gets the role instead of Jonathan Majors because Michael B. Jordan is a more well-known actor. He's more popular. He's a brand name, right? Is Lovecraft Country better, worse, or the same? Everything else is the same. They just replaced Jonathan Majors with Michael B. Jordan. Is it better, worse, or the same?
To be fair.
Don't cop, please. Just answer the question, please.
Let me get my stuff off. To be fair,
You about to make excuses for this nigga, man.
In a long time, but no. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I can't remember quite what his performance was. But I remember being really impressed by it. I just can't tell you the specifics of the performance.
Think of any Jonathan Majors movie and apply my question to it. Any of them. Anyone that you can think of.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I knew when I watched him in Lovecraft, I was like, dude.
No, I want to.
The way that he displays.
I want an answer to my question.
Well, okay, so what you're saying.
Add extra layer to it.
No. I just want him to answer my question. I just want you to answer my question. With any Jonathan Majors.
I'm trying to answer. Like, I can't give you specifics about the performance.
What about any other Jonathan Majors movie you've seen?
Whoa.
So what I was gonna say, so for Creed, I can't think of how he completely outacted Michael B. Jordan.
I would like Payne to answer my question.
I'm trying to answer, but you won't let it develop.
No, I
remember watching this show.
No. Take it away. Take away Lovecraft Country. I know, but you've already answered that. You told me that you can't remember any of the details from Lovecraft Country, so you can't fairly answer the question. So now I'm saying change the TV show or the movie. Make it any other Jonathan Majors project that you can think of where you can vividly remember the performance that he gave. Replace it with Michael B. Jordan. Is it better, worse, or the same?
Clean the wraps all fixed up.
Take your time.
So I'm gonna use Creed. I'm gonna use Creed 3 as an example. Nobody's doing that role better than Jonathan right there. So to answer your question, he would do a worse job in that performance.
In the Creed joint?
In Creed, yeah. There's no way Michael B is pulling off the same role that Jonathan did in that situation. But then again, not a lot of people can.
Do you think do you think it would be possible to do the opposite of that, where you can just look at a Jonathan Majors role and say, you know what, Michael B. Jordan would have made that role better? Because
because why? Because for me, Denzel has been my all-time favorite actor, and then after that, Chadwick was my favorite when he was still alive, and after he passed, it was Jonathan Majors. So there's only one person I put above Jonathan, that's Denzel, for me personally.
Okay, I'm trying to. Let me.
As a matter of fact, I tell you what, I put Denzel above Jonathan, but in Creed 3, if I put Denzel in a situation that Jonathan was in, I don't think Denzel does it better than Jonathan Majors.
I disagree with that. Just based off of his Hurricane performance.
Yeah, not for me.
Inserting armor.
I mean that's fine.
I like Denzel as much as the next guy, but for that role, coming fresh out of jail, the way he did it, like the way he, oh shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, all he did was kind of act a little shy and like what? I mean, there was no performance there.
All right, okay. Now I'm not gonna tolerate slander now.
It was Creed.
Yeah, but like, it's not.
That's like me using a Fast and the
So you saying
Furious
all
movie
he did
for
was act
fucking.
shy?
Do you know who? Okay. Do you know who?
I can't think of anything.
Do you know who Lakeith Stanfield is?
Yeah.
Do you think Michael B. Jordan is a better actor than him?
Hold on, let me look up who you're talking about.
Did you see Atlanta?
From ATL. Dude from ATL.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that dude. Okay, yeah, I like him. That's my dude.
Okay, okay. Put Michael B. Jordan in Atlanta. Does that show work still? Is it still?
Because he got fried.
No, I don't think Michael. Wait, you said put Michael B. Jordan in there?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. What
No,
roles
but
are we talking about for Lakeith? What roles are we talking about? What roles are we talking about with Lakeith?
Friendly loadout drop.
Pick anything. The black.
No,
what's that? No.
I don't think you plug Michael B. Jordan in that role and it'd be the same or better. No, and I don't think if you played Jonathan Majors in that role, it's the same or better.
They require different things. Lakeith is more like in ATL. Jonathan or Michael B. could not have done that.
Right.
Do you think Lakeith Stanfield could have did Fruitvale Station?
I can't answer. I hadn't seen that.
I haven't seen it in a long time. But
you
know what?
Have you seen The Book of Clarence?
Yes.
You think Michael B. Jordan could do that?
No, because I think his personality is different. Lakeith has kind of like a dry humor to him in a little bit.
Have you seen The Harder They Fall?
Yes.
You think Michael B. Jordan could have did that?
What role did Lakeith play? Oh, you talking about as the main character or
as the bad guy? The bad guy. He was one of the bad guys in that movie.
He was rolling with old girl, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bad guy in that movie. Yeah, one of the bad guys.
I remember him with her, but did he have he didn't have like a super big role in that movie though.
That doesn't matter. Do you think Michael B. Jordan would have elevated that role?
Yeah, but this is tough though because so all the roles that you're naming,
I've named a bunch of different roles. They're not all the same roles. They've all been different.
No, they're not. But they're very uniquely him though.
What
about the Photograph? It's a romantic comedy, or it's a romantic drama, or Judas and the Black Messiah. Like these are all different types of roles that Michael B. Jordan isn't capable of doing because he doesn't have the range to do it. And that's my major point.
You don't know he's not capable because you've never seen him in that role.
Why do you think we've never seen him in that role?
Because somebody else has the role. You can't have every role.
Michael, no. I'm not saying you have to have every role, but Michael B. Jordan is a well enough name to where if he wanted to do more rangy roles, he could do that. Why hasn't he?
He might be about the money, man.
He might be what?
Actually,
About the money at this point versus.
actually, that is Eric's right. Actually, because I seen some on YouTube. I'll find it in my history. He was talking about how he took certain roles for money at first, and now he's being more selective.
By doing the same type of roles he's always done?
No, I'm gonna find it. And I'll send it to you.
I'm just asking for him to, like, we keep. I feel like I could
Look,
keep.
but every time that, but look, this is the thing with this whole situation. Every time we don't agree with it, you keep asking more and more until you feel like you're gonna get the answer from us.
No, I didn't. I kept asking different questions because you said you didn't see the movie or you couldn't remember it. That's the only reason why I kept asking.
Yeah, but I told you like even for Denzel, I don't think he would have did a better job than Jonathan Majors.
And we moved on from that.
Like
I said I moved on from that point. I'm talking in that point with the Denzel Washington point. That was about Jonathan Majors, not Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. There's certain roles where I couldn't see anybody, like what Payne was talking about before. There's certain roles I couldn't see anybody else play that particular role. So like the guy from ATL, a lot of his roles, man.
That dude has a lot of range. I think you guys are selling Lakeith Stanfield short. Lakeith Stanfield as an actor,
I don't see nobody else playing Killmonger.
Lakeith Stanfield as an actor has way more range than Michael B. Jordan, and he's been acting way less time than like. If you look at Lakeith Stanfield,
I'm not even going to dispute that, but I'm not willing to say that Michael B. Jordan isn't capable of a good acting performance, or he isn't a good actor.
Show me something. He hasn't showed it to me. And maybe he'll show it to me in Sinners, and if he does, I'll say that he did, but he hasn't.
But Eric said he doesn't think Sinners is going to change your opinion about it.
I mean,
I think that's the role that's going to define whether or not he is the greatest actor.
I'm not asking him to be one of the greatest actors. I'm just asking him to be one of the top 3 actors on the screen.
Green. To your right, Green. Yep. Yeah, there you go. To your left, to your right.
Oof.
You got no plates either.
You might want to take off. Oh. Yep.
Oh shit.
Good try though. He got that perk where you can play with one hand, man. I need that.
25.